And of course, the passionate Brazilian fans packing the grandstands to capacity every year. And they're not about to stop now.
Doesn't it just look lovely?
It's an unusual anti-clockwise race here at Interlagos, where the Sao Paulo locals are packed into the grandstands at each of the 15 corners around this classic 2.7-mile circuit. Two very fast sections, bookend. With that then, let's run through the grid order. It's Mercedes in pole position then, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row.
Let's just see who did get grid penalties.
Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Sergio Perez, and Ocon, Sainz, Vettel, Magnussen, and Nico Hülkenberg, Massa, Verstappen, Romain Grosjean, and Kvyat, Alonso, Stroll, Marcus Ericsson, and
I'm assuming the two guys. No, okay, Palmer. So that's 3 guys with grid penalties. That's nice. Right, let's just restart the race and 5 red lights, and away we go again. It's even a worse start to my first one. I'm just heading down. Oh, this is an absolutely horrible start. In the middle of 3 wide in the first corner of Brazil. I have to leave both of these guys tons of space. Somehow Sergio Perez has found his way up into 3rd place. Must have had a beastly start. And will probably find himself in 2nd because I'm going to brake early and not be 3 wide. Sergio Perez has taken the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix from P5. What a beastly start. We have to watch this. From Sergio, just look at him go. Going around the outside here, and and wow, he just goes around the outside of Raikkonen. So I force India straight into the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix. And now we're under pressure from the podium place here from Lewis Hamilton. That is an absolute crazy start, and Ocon now going for 4th place on my teammates. So the Mercs have an absolutely horrible start to this Brazilian Grand Prix, but I'm hoping can regain that. This could be Perez's 2nd win of the season, and they've both been in wet conditions. I will, Jeff. I've got tons of threats around me, like Raikkonen currently. Was pressuring me for 2nd place. I think we just had the better power. No, Raikkonen stays there. But we do retain 2nd place, and now on the move for that Force India. We've just got an absolutely amazing start. He's already about 2 seconds up the road, so fantastic start for Sergio Perez. Abu Dhabi, I might do pretty much a last to question mark challenge. I'm not really sure what I'll be doing. I think I'll be qualifying, but just dropping straight back to the back row of the grid, or I'll just take tons of grid penalties. How about that? Change out the gearbox, even though it is absolutely fine. Switch out everything. So in intermediate conditions for the whole race, not too much strategy involved, let's be honest. As we are now closing up to the back of Sergio Perez, we're chucking in the lean revs because I do believe we have the pace and lean to get past that Force India, who had a beastly start up into the lead. And I'm really sorry about my voice currently. It's early in the morning, I guess, and I have a bit of a sore throat. I probably need to go get some water. But we have to carry on here. really closing up to the back of the Force India now. Had a little peek around the outside, but we do get a little bit better purchase. It's not enough to get past that Force India. We'll wait to the straight and see what we can do with slipstream. Heading down, very close. Truck up on a rich revs. See what we can do down the straight against Perez, but I think he might just hold on to the position here. He's quite pacey in these intermediate conditions, which the whole race is going to stay like, so he might. I think he'll be pretty pacey in the Grand Prix. We'll see what his strategy does. Brazil's a really hard track on the tyres, so gotta watch out for some tyre wear, even though I do have a couple tyre wear upgrades just out of the last couple Grand Prix. I'll tell you, when Valtteri comes back to this car, he's gonna be like, wow. And I'm going to get a Constructors title this year, which would be very cool. Didn't quite do too. Thanks for that info, Jeff. Perez is like, he's putting his car on the apexes exactly where he needs to, and he's maintaining the lead, but I do have a pretty... The thing is, it's quite a hard track to overtake is Brazil. I didn't fully blame myself. Chuck up in a retreat, see what we can do here. We might go for the dive bomb. Heading into turn 1. And this would snag Perez, I do believe, 6th in the driver's standings. That was a very aggressive entry. I got a corner cutting warning. Probably should have gotten an illegal overtake, but okay. And Perez retakes the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Maybe I could head back to Force India. How about that? With my also luck in Mexico, I also have now an 82-point lead, and Raikkonen should probably take 2nd place. So it's and Ricciardo's sort of in it, not really, but he's sort of in the fight for the lead here. It's a 4-way fight, really. 3-way fight for the podium. Sergio Perez could get away here. But we go around the outside of Raikkonen. We'll keep it in lean revs, just try to save some fuel. Oh dear. We've been spun out by Raikkonen. Can we outbrake him? Yes, we can. Especially in the wet, it's so hard to overtake here in Brazil, especially when you don't have the DRS. It's very hard to overtake, and it's quite narrow around here. Oh dear, losing the back end. I don't seem very pacey in intermediates. Like a potentially stretch out a 1 stop, but I don't think I'll be doing that. I think I'll just go the stock standard 2 stop. Getting really close to Sergio Perez here. Going around the outside, touching the grass, and that's going to lose us. We've touched Hamilton. I'll make the bad mistake. Alright, there we go. Just don't... I wonder, has Hamilton got front wing damage? So he's got it. So he's on a 2 stop, but Ricardo did have a little cheeky peek there. Oh, you retarded bloody Jeff. So everyone's pretty much on a 2 stop today, just had to check the information there. Do some extra fuel now, I'll try and burn it through this sector. So Perez has pretty much led the first quarter of this whole race, which is lap 8. It will be lap 9 is the first quarter, so that's nice. Basically shoving Perez through there. Kind of helped him a little bit. But we have some nice slipstream now. On the back of Perez. Don't have quite enough to get past through there. He is just absolutely been shocking, and I'm just pushing him through every corner at this point. He must have a problem with his car, because I'm pushing him through almost every single corner. Cannot go around the outside just yet. But I do need to get past this Force India, because it is quite struggling here. Potentially go for the dive. Very risky. And he's still going to try and hold it here. Wait, what? Wait, I need to actually read this. On live, you need to put hashtag say no more to breast cancer because they put older stuff on Mexican now. Alright. I'll do that after the video. Oh, for God's sake, Perez. Yeah, there we go. Holy hell, that's 3 wide in the first corner. My teammate has somehow stolen second place. Now Perez is in that position, but he's 3 wide in the middle there. Hamilton has now taken second place. That was a nice chain of corners. And I've gone off into Narnia here. Hamilton now takes the lead. Just a little bit frustrating. It's the first time Hamilton has led the race. What's my tyre wear at? 39.37. That's pretty decent tyre wear. Going for the dive. What a move. I'm starting to form a bit of a train here. I don't think my region... No, it's 16. See, we have a train of a couple of cars here because we are battling so fiercely. Oh dear, oh dear. The Mercedes have crashed. Every Brazilian Grand Prix for me has been pretty nice in the F1 2017. I mean, this one's shaping up to be a cracker. And if you remember last season's Grand Prix, that was absolutely fantastic. And that Force Indy, we've almost hit the wall. I obviously didn't intend on hitting the wall. It was just a joke. But dear Sergio Perez, trying to go around the outside 3 wide. Looks like he's going to fall back to 4th though, behind Raikkonen, who's... No, he's held a position. Yeah, I know. Oh, we're just battling with all the top tier guys like Hamilton and all that. Is Perez like a top tier guy? I think he is. Like, I was just checking, like when you start a career mode, it was just like, what's in his reputation is like, challenge for podiums. That's what he's kind of been doing, so he's meeting the objective. For some reason in a lot of career modes I see Ferrari have just absolutely monstered Mercedes. It's the other way around in my career mode, mainly because I've been with Merc and Hamilton has brake checked us. Yeah, I'll just stick it out on the current front wing. No. Sergio Perez has got some nice purchase here, but he cannot go around the outside. He might have a go at the inside. He does not. Lewis Hamilton currently in the lead. Not even too much, and Raikkonen goes round the outside. Kind of did a little bit of a Max Verstappen, except not too much, but a little bit. And that was in full wet conditions, so it was less impressive. I'm probably going to have to stay out the extra lap, because I don't want to stack behind Lewis. Which means I could lose tons of positions unless I absolutely floor it on my in lap. If Hamilton does not come into the pits, we will be going in straight away. And the time loss around here is not fantastic. It's about a minute. But it's a minute 29. No, Hamilton's not in the pits. I guess we'll box a slap then. And I need to pay attention to when I'm actually driving on the track. We'll actually see if anybody does pit. Oh, apparently I can go for a no stop, which we're not going to do. We're into the pits now. That's not a great entry. I mean, it was a pretty slick entry, but I mean, it's not anywhere what we need to be. So we'll be pitting this lap for another set of intermediate tyres. That was perfect timing, just saying. And Perez has followed me in, so it's kind. I cannot go. Hurry up. Oh, for God's sake. That is quite irritating. Somehow Nico Hulkenberg has rejoined ahead of them all. He's somehow rejoined ahead of Perez and all that, so Hulkenberg might be in a decent position. Or maybe I'm just in a shit position. Whichever. Let's just gun it for this outlap. We've probably lost the podium there because everyone came into the pits. I had led by about a second. I probably would have got out there quite fast, but oh well. Hamilton's into the pits. You actually got to be bloody joking. We're not going to get anywhere near him. Well, we might get somewhere near him, but he's already exiting the pits. We're just coming down the straight now. This actually might be our effective position here in 7th place. I mean, Sainz has jumped us. You actually got to be bloody joking. But we will get that position. Who's in 2nd place? Is it Ocon? So somehow Esteban Ocon has found his way up in 2nd, I do believe. No, he's in the lead. Oh, he's made a pit stop. Oh, screw me. Well, he has not made a pit stop. That's nice. So we're quite a few seconds off the lead right now. Hulkenberg is in effective P4. Wow. How has he done that? How has Nico Hulkenberg jumped up to 5th place? Effective 4th. If one of these guys retires, oh, Hulkenberg will be on the podium. What a majestic sight that would be. Oh, and I'm finally, it took me 19 races to get into the purple of Mercedes, but I've finally done it. All I need is a good run up to the line, and I should set a purple lap time. Maybe Ocon's going the 1-star. He actually might be trying that. Might work, you never know. This race still has a long way to go, so that'll be nice. Hulkenberg has quite a nice train back there, so he's helping out our race a bit. Yeah, he is going for that one-stop strategy. Well done, Esteban Ocon. He might actually pull off that one-stop and might actually genuinely win the race if he goes the one-stop. Esteban Ocon might have a shot at his first ever race victory here in Brazil. Wow. Remember Brazil last year, Carlos Sainz won the race. Ocon could be an upset story. Imagine he retires, that would be just depressing. So, now that I'm correct, Hulkenberg is in effective P5. If that was Ocon and I was in his position, I would most definitely try the one-stop. That would be probably more smart tactic there from Force India. Make one do a two-stop and one do a one-stop. So he's not pitting, he's staying out. But Hamilton and Raikkonen, they are charging to get that pink Force India. And at Priest, Force India don't actually need me. They can just do whatever they want by themselves now. But they could have both of their drivers with victories at the end of the season. Let's just check the effective race order here. So, Esteban Ocon leading the way with Hamilton, Raikkonen, myself, Hulkenberg, Sainz. Where's... Oh dear, he's outside the points now as Perez. Okay, Ricciardo, then Vettel, from Verstappen, Magnussen, Sergio having an absolutely shocking race after the first round of pit stops, and yeah, that's the rest of the grid. So everyone but Ocon is going the two-stop, which is something. Halfway through the Brazilian Grand Prix now. I'm always going purple through the first sector by about 0.16. I don't know what, I'm not good at maths, but and Ocon's going to be on fresher tyres than all the rest of us. So he's the dark horse, I think, to win the race. No grid penalties even helped him, so he's done quite well here. And that is absolutely lovely news to hear, as Ocon does pull into the pits. Raikkonen now has some sort of problem with his Ferrari car. I don't actually know what happened there. I was just not paying attention to the track, and I guess I just hit the wall. But yes, we do continue now. Esteban Ocon. Okay. So Ocon currently in 4th place. The effective leader, I am presuming. And that problem has really slowed Raikkonen down. What's our fuel situation currently? We'll chuck it up in the rich revs. See what we can do. Up against that problematic Ferrari who's having mechanical issues currently. Trying to make my words I say like really, what is it? I don't actually know what you call it. Oh well. Imagine you could have DRS in the rain. Wow, that would be absolutely amazing. If Perez didn't get held up in the pit stops, we could have had another Force India one too. You never know. Well, I've hit Raikkonen's ass. If he can get out of my way because he's had a problem with his car, I'd be quite thankful. Now we concede about 9 seconds to Lewis Hamilton. So I think he's actually the effective race leader now that I think of it. You never know in Formula 1. I need to scratch. Ah, there we go. So Hulkenberg, if he gets past Ocon, and then he gets past Raikkonen, Hulkenberg will be up into the lead. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Hamilton now is going to win the Grand Prix thanks to Ocon leaking about 20 seconds out of the current leader. But I wouldn't be surprised if he does get a podium again. It's not even surprising if he gets a race win anymore because the Force India is really good. I kind of helped them get off the right foot and now they're just steamrolling with good results. Perez is gonna probably beat Verstappen in the driver's standings. What a result that'd be for Sergio. That's very nice. Unless something catastrophic happens to Lewis Hamilton, he is not going to win. Or nobody's going to beat him. I don't actually know how he's actually got this position and how he's taken the lead and now has about a 6-second lead. I don't know how that's actually transpired, but it just has. So will he come to the pits? No, he won't. He'll stay out. Thought about coming to the pits and changing the strategy. I guess it's whoever decides to press box this lap first. So we'll be pitting at the end of this lap. Even if Hamilton does pit, it's not going to concern me too much. I won't get held up, considering he's about 7 seconds up the road. It's kind of been our strategy the whole race, run and lean for some time and then gun it in rich. Just saying, like, rich revs is like a max revs in wet conditions. Stands like a rich, and then lean just kind of lean again, so. Hamilton's not coming into the pits. We'll be stopping at the end of this lap, so let's get the pit entry bang on. Wasn't so bang on, was it? I wonder what happens as I lift and coast in the pits. Have a dick. Now we'll just brake, just to be safe. Wow, I think we had 1 kilometer before we ran out of pit. Like thingo. So, looks like we're gonna be. Oh dear, we've rejoined in probably the crappiest position on a train. Have to like kind of. Will I win the race against the train here? I'm not too sure. I've had a bit of a collision and I will beat the train out, so I still maintain whatever position I'm in, which is currently P3 but effective P2. This might well and truly be Carlos Sainz's favourite venue because he's currently an effective P5 or something like that, which is fantastic for the Toro Rosso. Kimi Räikkönen finds himself in the pit lane, so do a couple of drivers. We're going to be way up behind our teammate, maybe in more than we were before. It's really not. It's been Hamilton's day. Ocon finds himself in 3rd place. Yes, he does. We'll check on the wet tyres next, just to have a bit of fun. Yeah. The gap to Esteban Ocon is 2.4 seconds. That looks to be the podium today. So he's in 4th place. Let's just have a little look. It's Raikkonen from Hulkenberg to Ricciardo, Vettel, Verstappen, Sainz. All that fun stuff. As it does look like Hulkenberg, no Raikkonen just, but Raikkonen does have the problem with his car, if you do remember. So Hulkenberg could get P4 today. Imagine Ocon has a problem with his car, or he retires from the Grand Prix. You'll have Nico Hulkenberg with his first ever podium in Formula 1. Would have taken him till 2018. We'll chuck up in our chest, try and get a new purple lap. Hamilton beats my fastest lap, which is quite frustrating. How Hamilton does that, but he just does, which is annoying. On green. It's not good enough for purple. Oh, we're not going for lap times at this point. So being in the mid-pack has really hurt people like Verstappen and Vettel. So I guess it's sort of something like Hulkenberg's currently in P4. See here. Jolyon Palmer, he must win driver of the day. 20th place to 13th for Jolyon is just absolutely amazing. Just is. Sorry about that. Oh, you gotta be joking. My rival goes and sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. And is now up into P4 and hunting down the Force India with 8 laps to go. Or 7.5. Lewis has just been the better Merc today. I haven't been quite pacey over the weekend. I mean, I did beat the qualifying pace target and did start on pole position. I just haven't been on the pace in intermediates. I actually believe Vettel might have a genuine shot at getting a podium here. I'm not too sure if Ocon can hold on here. Because that Ferrari is absolutely beasting the lap times. I've got a mirror, Travis. Let's go. Been raining the entire race. Should we actually get any development parts go on the car? I don't believe we did, but we might have. I don't believe we will be having any after this race, unless I decide to do a little cheeky upgrade to another tyre wear. But I don't think we'll be doing that. I think we'll just be... No, we might just do it just to, what is it? Make sure Mercedes aren't beastly for next year. Just chuck another, chassis tyre wear upgrade in. Maybe even just another durability upgrade, which I actually don't believe I've done any durability upgrades for the whole season, which means I've just been doing performance. And they've pretty much all worked, so it's really a great thing. Hopefully getting some nice slipstream from Pascal Wehrlein. It's not giving too much away. And I actually go purple. Wow, those Saubers are scrapping over, and man, that was probably one of the most interesting ways to let a leader past by Wehrlein there. Thanks, Jeffy. Getting caught in dirty air here of Marcus Ericsson, which we don't really want. So we'll just go down the inside. If that McLaren can find a way around that Williams, I'll tell you what, the Williams is actually only really good in a straight line. Let's be honest, it's pretty shocking in any other area. I mean, it's probably like, I think, the worst in the chassis and about third worst in downforce. And the engine is the only thing that's saving them at this point to actually be a decent car. Thing is, I might actually genuinely just pass Van Dorn down the straight. That's how bad the McLaren is, without him having to use the blue flags. Ooh, Van Dorn could have had a bit of a look on Stroll there. I'm sorry about not being able to finish the Mexican Grand Prix. I just had to go somewhere, so that's why. And also, it doesn't look like Esteban Ocon will finish on the podium today, which is Pretty sad considering he's almost, I reckon, almost got a race victory, but no. Just hold on to a podium, fella. In fact, we'll see where you are on the track compared to Vettel. Wait, where's it? So this is exiting, and this is... Okay, so he might not get you, but I reckon the chances of that happening are pretty high. So with 3 laps to go in the Brazilian Grand Prix. Currently in 2nd place, I'll take a top 2 today. Behind our teammate, may as well just bring home another 1-2. I've just been bang on this year, the Mercedes team. I've been so consistent with all my results. The last time I stepped off the podium was Hungary, so, and that's a long time ago, so. Now with 2 laps remaining. Vettel sets the fastest lap. Again. Man, I really need some water. I really do, because my throat is legit doing this all the time, but yeah. With the last lap remaining for me and Lewis Hamilton. Thank you for that, Jeff. Still have tons of fuel to use. Chuck it up in a rich res. Let's take the 3-second penalty. Let's go. Ocon. Thanks, Mommy. Yeah, I may as well just chuck it in the pits, really. Wait, where's the... Oh, no. Oh, Vettel has found a way around. No! Why must Vettel do this? Ocon might get him back down the straight, you never know. And Lewis Hamilton wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. As we run down to the line, let's make a little cheeky pit entry. No, we won't. And we'll come over the line for 2nd place. You're welcome. So, let's see, did Ocon get him back? I would not suspect so. Well, he might have. You never know. Yeah, that was some pretty good rhyming.
And here are our podium today
Nope.
after that. Well, the lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Well, Jolyon Palmer did a great job coming through the field.
Yep,
today,
it was
so my
definitely
vote goes to
Jolyon
him.
Palmer
It may
today.
already
Even
be wrapped up, but
even
let's
Anthony
look at the constructors.
Davidson. Davidson said so. I was pretty bang on with my prediction. I've made the Mercedes a pretty good car and like a chassis, just saying, lads. So we're beating Vettel in the rivalry. No. I have to do an upgrade, so we have 1,100. Do I wait? Do I go for a powertrain upgrade? Or do I go for one of these upgrades? Or potentially one of these? Now we'll go for this tyre upgrade. So let's just see if that succeeded. I'm hoping it did. It better have. It better have succeeded. And that tyre upgrade has succeeded. Hooray. Only one failed upgrade in the whole career mode. I mean, that is a pretty nice record. Another tyre upgrade. Now 43% through. Let's just check the R&D progression. Doesn't really look like anybody's going to upgrade after the season really is closing out. Everybody's going to wait till next year. But there is no next year for us at Mercedes. I actually wondered this, like, who upgrades on the other teams? Like, does, let's say, Vettel upgrade on Ferrari and stuff? I'm not really sure about that. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed. Till next time, see you guys later. Bye.